Hello class, so we are going to continue with number system. So we're looking at the multiplication part of number system. Now we want to multiply two different numbers together in base 3. How can we do that? The first is to arrange the numbers given to us 100 to 112 in base 3 times 102 in base 3. Now we need to be very careful when we are multiplying. Let's look at the first multiplication. You pick this to use it to multiply all the numbers. Afterwards, you pick 0, use it to multiply all the numbers. Then you now pick 1, use it to multiply all the, just like your normal multiplication. But be careful that you are dealing with base what? Base 3. And let's look at the first number. 2 times 2. 2 times 2 will give us 4. But you cannot put down 4 because we are dealing with base 3. So instead of putting down 4, just as what you have been doing before, how many 3 can you see in 4? That is 1 remainder 1. So you put down the remainder as your answer. And you carry the 1 to the next number. Now, 2 times 1 will give us 2. Plus this 1 that is coming to make 3. 3 divided by 3, that will be 1 remainder 0. So you put down 0, you carry 1 to the next number. Now, the next number is 1. 2 times 1 is still 2. Plus this 1, that will give you 3 again. That is 0. You are still carrying 1 to the next number. Now, 2 times 2 will give us 4. Plus 1, that will be 5. So 5 divided by 3, that will give us 1, remainder 2. So you put down 2, and you carry 1 to the next number. 2 times 0, 0, plus 1, 1. 2 times 0, 0. 2 times 1, 2. That's the first multiplication. Now, then we pick 0. 0 goes to multiply all these numbers. 0 times 2, 0. 0 times 1, 0. 0 times 1, 0. 0 times 2, 0. 0 times 0, 0. 0 times 0, 0. 0 times 1, 0. Now, let's pick 1. 1 times 2, 2. 1, 1, 2, 0, 0, 1. The next is to add, just like our normal multiplication. Now, this is 1, 0, 2. 2 plus 1 will give us 3. We are dealing with base 3. 3 divided by 3, that will be 1 remainder 0. So you put down 0, and you carry 1 to the next number. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus this 1 that is coming from the other side, that will become 3. The same thing, 1 remainder 0. 0, we carry the other one. You bring it down here. This will also become 3, 0, carry 1 again to make, with this 2 to make 3, 0, carry 1 again, 1, then 1. This you have in base 3. So this is the first multiplication. Just be careful as you are adding. Don't forget that you are dealing with base what? Base 3. Very important. Now let's get the second example. Now we have 6a35 base 16. That is hexadecimal times 74 in base 16. 6a35 multiplying 7, 4. Recall that a is 10. Now, we want to multiply in base 16. Now, the first multiplication, 4 times 5 will give us 20. Since we are operating in base 16, that will be 1, remainder 4. So you bring down the 4. And you transfer the 1 to the next number. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 1, that is 13. So we have this to be 13. You bring down 13. Don't forget, you are dealing with hexadecimal. And we should not forget that if A is 10, B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, like that until you get to F, which is 15. So this 13 means D. We can change that later. Let's continue. Now, 4 times A. A is 10. Don't forget. So this one means 4 times 10. And 4 times 10 will give us 40. 40 in 16. How many 16 can we see in 40? That is 2. and that is 32. Remainder 8. So we bring down 8. So we carry these 2 to the next number. 4 times 6 is 24, plus these 2 you are carrying, that makes it to be 26. So 26 in 16, that will be 1, remainder 10. So bring down 10. Don't forget that this 10 is A, but we can change that later. Let's continue. Now let's multiply 7. 7 times 5 is 35. 35 in base 16, that is 2, remainder 3. So you put down the remainder, which is 3, and you carry the 2 to the next number. 7 times 3 is 21, plus this 2, 23. So 23 divided by 16, that will be 1, remainder 7. So you put down 7, you transfer 1 to the next number, which is 7. 7 is multiplying this one, this A. This A is 10, don't forget. So 7 times 10 is 70, plus this 1, that will be 71. Now the next thing is, how many 16 can we see in 71? Now, 16 in 71 will give us what? Is it 3? Is it 4? 16 in 71, if you multiply 16 by 5, 5 times 6 is 0, remember 3. 5 times this, so it's not up to 5, because this will give us 80. That will be 4. Because 16 times 4 will give us 64. So that will be 4, remainder 7. So you bring down 7, and you carry 4 to the next number. Now, 7 times 6. 7 times 6 is 42. With this 4, instead of having 42, with this 4, we are going to have 46. 46 in base 16. How many 6 can we see in 46? That is 2, remainder 14. So you bring down the 14, and we transfer the 2 to the next number. Since we don't have anything left, so we drop the remainder, which is 2. Now the next thing is to add the two numbers together. So we add 4. 13 plus 3 is 16. This will give us 15. Because we are dealing with base 16, so you cannot put down 16 here. Rather, you put down 0, and we transfer 1 to the other side. This will make it to be another 16. 0, you also transfer 1 to the other side. This is 17 plus that one, make it 18. That will be 2. You transfer the other one to this side, you have 15, and you have 2. So this will be our final answer in base 16. Finally, we are going to have 4, 0, 0, 2. Instead of 15, 15 means F, and you have 2. So this will be the real final answer in base 16. And that is the multiplication of this in base 16. So thanks so much. In our next class, we will look at the next